Hello, I am the maniacal Dr. Watts, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. Last time, we managed to find Magdalene's house of small comfort. And today, I think we're going to spend a little bit of time exploring there. Unfortunately, we paid for finding here in Hull, nearly dying, but we survived nonetheless. Also, I think we're so close to another level. That's unfortunate. Um, yeah. So the glass spires of Magdalene's pierce the clouds like swords. Shadowed figures can be seen moving through the gleaming corridors, their identities obscured by the hued glass. Crowds of skyfarers, ministry officials, and merchants mill about the forecourt in varying degrees of distress. All watch the clock set in the great clock tower, waiting for their appointed hour. So we can speak with an attendant. We can write a port report. What's this? Therapeutic encounters. And this is when you have no port reports. So, Magdalene's is a popular destination. Someone will no doubt be interested to know how things are here and who has been seen here. Magdalene's is abuzz with activity. Barely has the clock chimed than a clamor goes up at the front desk, guests rushing to and from appointments. Lord Blank was seen in conversation with the amiable host. The east wing was closed for general access all day. A certain distinguished admiral was seen with his second in command entering one of the chambers of regret. Several guests succumbed to an excess of sentimentality and were forcibly removed. To earn rewards, yeah. Thank you. So we could either speak with an attendant. Effects of the high wilderness: lonely, desperation, folly, regret, love. One of these things isn't quite like the other. Or we could seek a meeting with the amiable host. There may be business to discuss with them. Let's do this first. A waiting list. Unfortunately, the host has many calls on their name, and you have yet to become a known face around these parts. Perhaps once you have availed yourselves of the services, they will have time to speak. Okay, so hint, hint. Speak with an attendant. An attendant in the foyer schedules appointments with the aid of a hefty day book and a very accurate clock. They're eager to explain the procedures and the rules that govern here. This is a hospital for the spirit. Our staff will become the person you need. Here you may say farewell to a doomed comrade, resurrect an old love, spar with a defeated enemy. All for a fair price. But do not overindulge. Our services are to heal, not to become an addiction. A waltz can be heard from the upper floors. Someone has requested the recreation of the Sapphire Jubilee. Talk to the patients being discharged to exit the treatment chambers fresh from their encounters with attendants in the skies of their most personal memories. Some leave smiling, others weeping. No one can resist looking back behind them, even for just a peek. Quiet weeping can be heard echoing through the glass corridors. It's very melancholic. Observe guests going in for treatment. Some smile, others weep. One lady has a terrible gleam in her eye, another a recording device. A trio of guests is going in together, all dark-haired and straight-backed. Yes, I know it's not the real thing, but I'd like a sense of closure, the tall woman says. What rot, barks the short woman next to her. You want to argue over that will again? I have told you once I am not giving up the spoons based on a charlatan's say-so. Do be quiet, please, the one man says. I, for one, am more than happy to hear again why I was lumbered with the third best wardrobe. The scream of a boiling kettle. The attendants are on break. Observe guests going... Okay. Interesting. this is the one that we just did. Is it different? Oh, no. Only this part. A mother wanders past with a young boy. He would only ever listen to his old arithmetic tutor. His death has been rather expensive. What? So I'm guessing they're not going to speak to us yet. So I don't think we have nightmares. Yeah, our nightmares are untroubled. So we can treat our terror. The skies are full of terrible wonders. Oh! I'm guessing this costs an uncanny specimen. We only have one. We only have two of these. Ooh. This will provide a unique encounter and lower your terror? A unique encounter and lower your terror. Oh, they all do that. I assume this is the cost. The skies are full of terrible wonders. All skyfarers see more than they should when they sail the sunless sky. The sound of soft laughter and the occasional sob echo through the stained glass walls of the treatment chambers. An attendant sits guard before the door. I'll just need to ask for the particulars. We will always alleviate your fears, but the method is at your discretion. For a personal failing, and all of them will lower our terror equally. I think I'll spin the vision from the heavens then. I'm curious. Ooh, it's a multi-step process. He takes her hand very briefly and holds it so very gently, as though it were a rare butterfly that had alighted there by chance. This way, please. Yeah, so we lost it, and we are being treated for the ennui that clouds your spirit. The attendant holds up a candle before 4 doors of mirrored glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own speciality. Their names are not yours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links on a chain. You know yourself best. Who can tend your wounded heart? Whoever you need, you can find behind one of these doors. Someone from your past, a very boring individual indeed. Someone who once meant a very great deal. A former crewman. Let's go with someone who once meant a very great deal. The room is dark and shrouded. Only a few brief candles outline their silhouette before the bed. Their hand meets yours in the darkness as they guide you to the window. Let me tell you of all that I have done since we parted. Their quick breath fogs the glass as they roll out a fabricated but plausible litany of the years that have divided you. Your terror has fallen. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We don't have nightmares, so I wonder if we... Ooh! The host will see you now. He knows your name. The founder and master of ceremonies at Magdalene's. He has requested you by name. And an attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. The attendant leaves you just as the clock begins to chime. The amiable host reclines on a couch of crushed velvet, a goblet of sparkling wine in his long fingers. Somewhere in the tower above him, the great clock ticks away. As a policy, the host's atrium is always open to guests. He is available to hear opinions, friendly criticism, and suggestions. Today, he has a headache. So we can listen to his request. He beckons us closer. We could just have a conversation. His schedule is busy, but he's willing to clear a little time for the skyfarer such as yourself. I want to listen to his request. His voice is soft and sibilant, like butter melting in candlelight. A guest has become rather too attached to a particular attendant. He always requests that the same attendant appear in the exact same guise. The amenable host lip curls in distaste. He reiterates the aim of Magdalene's, a place of healing and respite. It was not meant to feed obsession or self-indulgent self-loathing. This guest brings sickness. I would have him purged. I have a dossier on our guest if you're interested in helping. An unwelcome truth. The amiable host would like to talk to you about a difficult guest. I'm curious. Let's have a short conversation in between this. He speaks of the politics of the Reach, the tedium of it, and his affront that his position requires him to pay any attention at all to it. He speaks of the parties he has hosted, the lives he's healed, and the people he's saved. You begin to suspect he might have an ego. And then your time is up. I hope I haven't bored you, he says with a rare smile. One wishes to be many things in this life, but never dull. So, let's go over the guest dossier. The amenable host smiles indulgently. I'm so glad you want to help. He produces a thin sliver of pages and passes them to you. I'd recommend taking on the role of one of our attendants. That way, you'd be playing the role of someone significant to him. The amiable host sighs, reaching for his goblet. He knows all of our attendants by voice now. Someone new is needed. Okay, so he'd like us to remove them. So, I'm guessing we can just deal with them. He stands on the threshold of the treatment chambers, his hands trembling. The attendant's only duties have been informed about your involvement. How do you plan to deal with him? A treatment chamber has been emptied for you should you wish to adopt a guise from his past. Alternately, he's standing right there. He does not seem to have noticed you, his eyes instead boring through the doors of the treatment rooms. We could approach this directly. Disguise yourself as mother. Disguise yourself as his lover. As long as it gets rid of him. She drove them apart once. An attendant will help you with the wig and makeup. Another with the voice. I'm pretty sure. Maybe we don't have a gender. I don't remember. I kind of agree with this one, but this one seems like a more fun option. Also, I think this is what the host suggested. Granted, that might be the reasons why nothing he has done has worked so far, but we'll go with it. You look just like the faded daguerreotype down to the teeth. I don't know this word. I'm tempted to Google it. Hold on, if I do that. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Hold on. This should only take a moment. D-A-G-U. What in the world? Daguerreotype. Take my early photograph props employing. Oh, it's a photo. Okay. Okay, let's see. You gnash your jaws reflexively. The last Lord guest's eyes widen as he enters your chamber. This is a mistake. I didn't ask for this. You never do you? You get to work. When it's over, you doubt he will be returning ever again. Oh, okay. Well, at least it works. And also we learned a new word. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red doors are always open. Leaves just as the chime begins. The amiable host reclines on a couch. Let's see. Yep. And we'll let him know that he is gone. For better or worse, he will not be returning to Magdalen's. The amiable host smiles beautifully. Of course, my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade when our clients can no longer separate identity and illusion, but seldom pleasant. He sighs deeply, echoing around the chamber like a newly freed dove. It is a trap any of us could fall into. His face darkens briefly. Here, take this. He fishes around beneath the couch for one of his goblets. It'll fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks, and do visit us again. 100 sovereigns. And we've done him a significant favor. So perhaps not. I think we're done here. And this is also apparently a place where we can treat night terrors. Okay. So, I would like to go back to New Winchester, because otherwise we might die. Ooh. And we leveled up. I'm trying to remember how to read these. So currently, I think the first one is guaranteed, the other two aren't. So currently the thing we're kind of low on is irons. But I think I'd like something to improve our hearts, but maybe only a little bit. Ooh. Let's try and get our irons over 20. So I think that's what this one would do. And then we take heart. Yeah, that sounds good. An esteemed predecessor, an earlier captain in your lineage, is held in high regard. This is lost because another captain preceded you. Some of your predecessor's shine rubbed off on you. It opened doors, expensive doors, with bright brass knockers and servants to answer them. Where did those doors lead? To the parlors of the privileged, or to the halls of Academe? It led to the halls of the privileged. Ooh, and that gives us an affiliation with the establishment, where you drink tea and glasses of port and ate delicate triangular sandwiches, but had to endure the endless questions about your forebear. Okay, I enjoy that a lot. Okay. Okay, this doesn't have a chance to suddenly turn into a horrible monster. And we gained hull, so we're not going to immediately die. This bar is lying. I think. Maybe not? No, 2/3. This isn't... Oh. That really sucks that this isn't just a way out. Let's try the right. It'll give us more map. We're likely to encounter something that we would like to see. We're not immediately about to die anymore, so we're not necessarily rushing to get out of here. And plus this will give us more experience points doing it this way. Shoot. Does that hit us? I don't think it did. Okay. Yeah, I think we've gotten far enough away. Oh, come on. How is... Are they gaining on us? Okay, we're almost out. I'm done scavenging these things because they always seem to turn into horrible monsters. And I don't know why. So we're just not going to scavenge it. I don't know what kind of ship that is necessarily. Luckily, it got caught on a rock. Something grave. The thing we went by? Also, that's annoying, knowing that we could have gotten there at least. Oh my! Okay. Come on. What the heck? This guy just sucks. Hopefully some of those will land. Did we kill it? Oh, we killed it. Okay. Would have rather not had to have done that, but the star-matted explorer is defeated. The crew of this, let's just scavenge it for parts. Or we have plenty of money and we actually really need stories, so actually let's go for this. Failure. We gain a tale of terror though, and a little bit of terror. Smell of turpentine hangings is in the air. Fresh paint drips from the ceiling, as does a stoker suspended with ropes. The bed sheets have been painted with amateurish portraits of the dead stoker. In the first few, he's alive. In the later ones, he is not. Wait. Okay, hold on. Am I dumb? And that a stoker is actually a person? Yes, a stoker is a person. Which is why that's spooky, because there's a dead guy. I'm about to finish a 4-year college degree. I am so smart. So we'll pull into Winchester, get rid of this port report. Actually, let's get rid of the port report and then go to Winchester. Not for any particular reason, just because. Can I hear firing off in the distance? Also, am I somehow lost trying to go 2 feet? Who knows? Do we have? Ooh, trade in a favor with the act to balance to affect the balance of power in the reach. For an invitation to perdurance. Eternal mask where Albion's brightest youths dwell within a single day. Now, if I remember correctly, are we in Albion? No, we're in the Reach. Lutheria, the Blue Kingdom, Albion. Okay, so we don't even know how to get there yet. So we're not going to worry about that. I'm assuming this just tells us to turn in port reports. So we can affect the balance. Smooth a variety of dealings. Interesting. A saloon stewed gossip. This seems like the most useful. Didn't we need this for something? Ambition. Albert Clock. Retired filmmaker. Okay. Dang it. I thought we needed a stamp for something. Establish Bohemia, dominant, Tacites, stovepipes. Reputations, you're sowed. Fermented? I don't know what we do with this. I'm guessing this allows us to and let's use the rest of it to affect the oh my goodness, what the heck. Okay. Closed meeting with the front general manager and the prudent secretary. Start a piece of strategic advice that would increase Her Majesty's prospects in the regions. Ensure this reaches the proper ears back home. 5 fortunes with the stovepipes. Lost 5 fortunes with the Tacites. Lost. We've gained 10 reputation with them, and we've lost 10 with the Tacites. Okay. Whole bunch of stuff happened, and we will deliver our reports. Okay. Whole bunch of stuff happened, and we're all done. And then we're gonna take a quick trip down to Winchester. Store our goods, deliver other goods. So I think that permit will get us into Albion. So we might actually have a way to go there. I don't know if we want to go there right this moment. But we can do it. Ooh. Interesting. Ah, okay. That's better, but not great, that you can just click these. Nowhere near enough to do that. Could sell some of the stuff we have in here. Again, this sells for a lot. We don't necessarily have a need for it, so we should just do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 3 more. Oh, that was kind of dumb. 1, 2, 1, 2. We should consider, if we're not holding on to these, then we Hmm. Local opera singers and actors. Hours. Oh, dang it! I should have checked this first. Wanted up to 5 barrels of unseasoned hours. We should definitely take that because they seem to just throw them at us. We don't know how to get here yet. Southeast. We could possibly find it. But I think at the moment, in here, I don't like the fact that this is in here. And at the moment, we have 2 additional spots. 5 gourds of chorister nectar. Blank Safred stamp. A smuggler would kill for these. Acquire these from company house. I also realized that I think we left people in Port Prosper who we could have tried to find places for them to go. And it probably would have been smart, but we don't have any quartermasters? Also, okay, hold on. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, that we unless hold on. Actually, we have a lot of money at the moment. Let's first see. Recruit the Fortune Navigator. Do we have any navigators? The Fortune Navigator is thoroughly scamming. Would you be a signaler? First officer. A first officer who increases your iron by 6 and your affiliation establishment by 1. How much do you cost? 100? Meh. Crucial bit this. Look how it's been maintained. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and hire them. You won't regret this, Captain. The Navigator pumps your hand. He is an Imperial, a people descended from ancient Mongolians and led by Eagle Khan, whose technology opened the door to the skies. A passing Skyfarer tussles the Navigator's hair. For luck, the woman says with a grin. The Navigator rolls his eyes. She's from my last crew. They thought I brought them luck. I didn't, but I'm still a good hire. Interesting. Okay. Also, so the main reason I'm hiring him isn't so much because I think that his stuff is useful, but if I remember from the first game, it's just good to hire as many of these guys that you can, because a lot of times, like, they'd have stories of their own, and whatnot. Oh, we needed to repair a locomotive. We'll just pay the full price. And then I'm going to try and do some of this other stuff a little bit quickly. We're not going to do anything there. We can do some stuff here. So I think we should. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And then, actually, I lied. We're gonna go here. I like this. Come on. Bronzewood shielding sounds amazing. Do we want stuff or not to die? Like, that's kind of how I look at this. Well, hold on, actually. So for one, just because it's going to be annoying, store singular fuel so we can move stuff around. Yeah, so we have a bridge slot, a small armament slot. This is also a small armament slot. So we have another one of those. Auxiliary slot. Okay. So this allows mining. Where does it? Oh, I'm guessing it goes in the auxiliary slot. Plus 10 armor, it'd only bring us up to 40. So let's actually do the mining then. This is expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, that seems worth it. Okay. And then bring this back on board. And with that, so we have a new, we can now mine, which seems like a big deal. And let's quickly look at the chart. Actually, not the chart, but the journal. I think this is what I'm gonna look for next because it's an area that we can actually go to. From Hybris, east northeast of New Winchester, so somewhere up here roughly. So I think what we should do is go up here, head this direction, see what we find, try not to die, and I'll do all of that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.